Are you a passionate business owner or entrepreneur ready to take your message to the world? Do you dream of launching your own podcast but don't know where to start? Introducing my 8-week Start Your Podcast program designed to guide you every step of the way in creating and launching your podcast. In this program, you'll learn the essential skills needed to craft engaging content, record high-quality episodes, and market your podcast effectively to reach your target audience. I will work closely with you, providing personalized guidance and feedback to ensure your podcast stands out in a crowded digital space. But hurry, spots are limited and applications for our upcoming cohorts are closing soon. Don't miss this opportunity to turn your podcast dreams into a reality and launch your podcast this summer. Visit our website, donnaeade.com/apply and apply now to secure your spot in our next cohort. Together, let's make your podcasting vision a success. You're listening to the Mindset and Action Podcast, the place to be to grow and streamline your business. I'm your host, Donna Eade. Let's jump into the show. Welcome back to another mini Mindset Monday. It has been a while since I had a guest on with me for the mini Mindset Monday, just due to the podcast program launching and whatnot. So I'm delighted to have Jude Wharton here with me today. Hi, Jude.
Hello.
So glad to have you here today. Now, for those of you who don't know, Jude has been on the podcast before. She runs a company with her husband, Chris, and they were both on the podcast last time. Today, we've just got Jude, so we've got her all to ourselves. And we are going to be doing an episode on Thursday. So if you want to find out more about Ready Steady websites and everything that Jude does, definitely make sure that you tune in on Thursday for that full episode where we're going to be talking about how to make the most of your website, what's working right now in the website world, and the 3 biggest mistakes that she sees people making on their website. So you don't want to miss out on that. So come back for that one. But today we're on mindset, Jude. So today is really us kind of, showing other people out there that, we're all in the same boat and we all have these issues that come up and knock us for six and can put us on our ass sometimes, and just get in the way of us being successful, whether it's in life or business. So have you got a mindset block that you can think of that has kind of really sort of put a spanner in the works for you? And what did you do to overcome it?
I think it's one that kind of re-emerges every so often. And I think I've seen myself going on a cycle time and time again of do I want to have this level of success or being noticed and that kind of thing? I think I don't like sort of celebrity in some way, and I know I am nowhere near being a celebrity, and people are listening to this going, what the hell is she talking about? But I sort of have this kind of uncomfortableness about some people having this status purely almost based on luck, having a huge amount of money for doing something that is arguably much less valuable than people working in hospitals and this, that, and the other. And I feel a little bit the same sometimes. I'm just helping people to create websites. And I have moments where I'm like, yeah, but I'm not just doing that, because actually all these people have got businesses and their businesses are helped by me helping them with their website. They are all able to earn a living because I'm helping them with their business. Therefore, that's helping their families and their children have a nice life. Yep. And that's all really important. And by all of us making money, we're putting it back into the economy, and it's all really important. So then I have these moments where what we're doing is great and wonderful. And then I have these other moments again where I go, why am I trying to push this to be bigger than it is? Why should I have a big business that's earning me this much money? Do I want to push this more? Should I just be grateful for what I've got and stop striving to push my business further? And so that is my mindset block, that I basically feel like I'm earning more money than people who do much more worthwhile things than me, and I shouldn't be pushing any further to get more money because it's greedy. So yeah, that is my thing.
Do you know what? It's really funny that you should say that, because I know that there are going to be people that are going, that's me. I absolutely hear you, and I agree, because it's not, that's not imposter syndrome, because you're good at what you do. But it's that comparisonitis of my thing compared to somebody else's thing and what they do, you know, nurses, doctors, infinitely more important to the world than a website. I would agree with you there. More important than podcasts for sure. You know, I could see it, but we all do our own little thing. We're all our own little cogs in this big machine that makes it all work. And exactly what you said, you know, people out there are literally keeping their families afloat with their businesses. And that's what you are helping them do by providing the websites. So you can see both sides of the coin. It's just which one's winning out in what moment. Yeah. So is there anything that you have found has helped you to stop that in its tracks? Or is it something that you just kind of ride the wave and know that you're going to come out the other side and slap yourself around the face?
I think I've got better with it. I definitely still ride the waves from time to time. I think I have got better with it because, firstly, no one wants me to be their doctor. Mm-hmm. That's very, very apparent. So I do need to go with the skill set that I have been given.
Yeah.
But also I do think it is important that you know, people are able to get their businesses out there. And so I do really focus in on the fact that, you know, I read back through testimonials of people, and it's always about the amazing experience and support and everything that they've had from us. And so that is my skill, talking to people, and so I feel I am getting better at thinking I am where I'm supposed to sit in this world. And I am helping people in my way. I'm helping them to have the money that they can do what they want to do, and if that means that we keep growing our business and having more, then we should be grateful for that. And you know what, and I also do look at other stuff we do. Like, we do quite a lot in the community with helping run a children's football club, and you know, all these kind of things, and we wouldn't be able to be flexible and do that and finish work early to go, and Chris does the coaching and I do the social media and this, that and the other. We wouldn't be able to do that if we didn't run our own business.
Yeah.
You know, and all those things that allow us to do the other things. I just think, well, yeah, it works, and it's where we are supposed to be. But I do find it funny that we set ourselves one financial goal and we made it, and then we're like, oh, but we want more. And then that's where my like, oh, should we want more comes in. But yeah, I think it's just about kind of just reflecting and thinking, yeah, we can't all be the people who have the really big important jobs.
No, absolutely. And I feel like that's like a key takeaway there for me is, you know, reminding yourself of why you do what you do and reading through those testimonials, because that's another reason to like go after them. And a lot of people are like, oh yeah, but people don't do it. I was like, you've just got to ask, and if they don't do it, ask again, because people, you know, especially in the business world, people know how important testimonials are, so they want to give them. Like, I recently asked my last cohort of podcasters to leave a testimonial for me on my LinkedIn. One of them did it straight away. The other came back and went, can you contact me next week, because I'm going away and I want to do that for you, but I'm going to be away. Absolutely fine. Came back. I know she's really, really busy. She's about to go into her book launch, so I know she's really busy, but I was just like, I really, really would like to have that testimonial up. And I just messaged her and I said, you've got time, I'm just reminding you like you asked me to. And she was just like, it's on my list, I will do it. And it went up that night. So, you know, and they're two fantastic testimonials that show me that actually what I do is worth doing, and it's worth being paid for. And yeah, I think it is one of those, like, just like think of the Kardashians, you see, this is what it's like. That's where my mind goes to, these people that have got more money than sense and don't really need it. And what do they actually do with their wealth? And it's like, yeah, I don't ever want to, like, I don't want to get there. So it's just like, so what am I doing it for? And I think having a strong why at your core, your flexibility to be with your boys, flexibility to work in your community, but, you know, knowing why you do what you do for the people that you do it for, because you want to help them with their businesses, you want them to be able to flourish with their business and have a good website that shows them off to the best of its ability, to bring them in more money so they can do the same for their families that you're doing for yours. It's a chain reaction. And I think it's, so definitely one that I think we all suffer with. A couple of really great tips on how to kind of reset your mind when it starts to go down that route, because, you know, inflation's a thing, guys. So we do always have to be moving the financial goals, because otherwise we'll be going backwards.
Definitely. And Chris and I were saying that recently, just like the reason our goals move, like we achieve a goal and we thought when we hit this marker, we'd be like, done. We just stay here, just maintain this level. But yeah, when we set that marker 2-3 years ago, things were a lot cheaper.
Yeah, it was a lot different. It was a lot different. Brilliant. Oh, thank you so much for that, Jude. It's always a little bit vulnerable to sort of say these things out loud, but I think it really does help us all to kind of understand that we all have these thoughts from time to time. We all have different things that we're dealing with, and as much as the, you know, social media is the highlight reel, I think as business owners, especially sort of ethically based, you know, honest businesses that work in integrity, we always want to be able to show that actually it's not always sunshine and roses, and we all have our moments. So I really appreciate you sharing that, and thank you for coming on today.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, guys, make sure you come back on Thursday for our full episode where Jude is going to be diving into all things websites. You do not want to miss it, and I will see you, and so will Jude, there. Bye for now. Don't forget to hit those stars and leave a review of the podcast where you listen if you found value in what you heard today. It's a free way you can help the podcast reach more people just like you.